Hello, good morning. Hopefully the sun doesn't block us out too much. Hopefully it doesn't block me out too much. I'm about to turn off here on the highway anyway, so it won't be too blocked. But good morning. Good morning everyone. I really wanted you to see today I'm going to be talking about forgiveness. I wanted to hop on. I wanted to do this before I left the house, but I started rushing and stuff and I gotta get to work, so I am on here doing it now. And I really want to talk about how many people think you forgave but you really have not forgiven. And I want to discuss this because I've been seeing so many people, not only just seeing just clients and stuff that I've talked to, women that I've come in contact with, when I ask them about like forgiveness, and when I ask them about hurt and pain and things that they're dealing with in their life, and why you're stuck in an area, why you feel there's no movement, why your relationships sometimes feel like they're getting worse. If you feel like you keep either A, keep choosing the same person over and over again, or B, if you feel like no matter what, I keep dealing with this same issue, maybe not necessarily the same person, same issue. I keep feeling like I'm being used. I keep feeling like people don't love me properly. I keep feeling like I'm giving more than I'm receiving. Why do I keep getting in relationships like this? And so I wanted to discuss that today because there's a real reason on why you are dealing with stuff like that. There's like a real reason on why you feel the way you feel. And if your feelings are very valid, first off, let me say that they are valid. It does seem like you're being used over and over again. It does seem like, you know, you just keep on dating people that's not giving you the love that you want, that you desire, that you feel like you deserve. You feel like you're putting so much effort and so much energy into the thing, and you're just not getting it back. And that's why I wanted to talk about forgiveness today, because one of the things that happens is when you are in relationships with people that don't treat you right, in toxic relationships with someone who doesn't treat you right, they don't honor you, they don't value you, and you stay in that relationship. You don't leave it, you stay, you keep trying to make it work, and a lot of times it ends up being one-sided, where I keep trying putting in all this effort and she's not, or he's not putting in that same amount of effort as I am. Why? Okay, maybe I should do more. So a lot of times you double down on that thing and try to put in more effort because you're thinking maybe if I love him a little bit more, then he'll love me back. That's basically what a toxic relationship is where you're putting in more than the other person is putting in. You are speaking to this person and letting your man know, hey, I have a problem with this, that you are making me feel this way, or I don't like when you act like that, when you talk to me out of line, or when you disrespect me in that way. And then either A, he might say he'll change and don't, or B, he just acts like it's not that big of a deal. And then you stay in that relationship. That's a toxic relationship. I'm going to talk about toxic relationships on Thursday, though. I'm going to go live on Thursday, talk about toxic relationships. This is not about toxic relationships. Today is about forgiveness. Forgiveness today I want to discuss is that when you get into those relationships and you stay in those relationships, when you don't do the work, meaning I say I forgive him, I forgive her, I'm not holding on to anything. I see what it is. I've moved on. I left the relationship. You say with your mouth, you forgive them, but your heart is still stuck in bitterness and anger. Your heart is still holding them to the fire, to what they've done to you. Your heart is still in unforgiveness. So you can give lip service with your mouth all you want to, and even in your brain when you say, I forgive them, I'm done, I ain't doing it no more, I won't go back. But it's a lip service. I'm just saying it. I don't really feel forgiven. I don't really feel like I forgive them. How you truly know if you've forgiven someone is because you don't harbor any anger against them. You don't have any bitterness against them. When you can, if it's a person that is worthy of forgiveness. First off, let me just not say worthy of forgiveness. You should forgive everybody. If it's a person that's worthy of reconnecting with, is what I should say, not forgiveness. You should forgive everybody regardless, no matter what, because God called us to forgive, and forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person. But if you forgive, it's called for you to connect with the other person, then that means you can go back to a level of compassion for that person, a level of Love you can still have there for that person. You can still desire, you'll still desire to want to be with that person because you understand they made a mistake, they're correcting that mistake, and you guys are able to move forward and getting things together in the relationship. Now if you haven't forgiven and you're still harboring onto old things you can't let go, your mouth may say, "Oh, I forgive them. Oh, I'm over it. Oh, I'm done. I'm not have any anger towards you anymore." Yet your heart still holds the indiscretion. Your heart still holds the betrayal. So therefore, if it's in your heart still, then you haven't truly forgiven, which means your relationship cannot move forward because you are still holding them to the fire to what they did. Your relationship can never get better when you have not forgiven them because you are still trying to make them pay for what it is they done. You are still trying to make them do something, whatever it is you want to get out of it, for whatever it is they done, instead of saying, you know what, I forgive you, you've apologized, I see you are trying to do better, I see you are moving forward in a better direction. I'm not going to keep bringing things up over and over again. A lot of times when people bring something up over and over again, it's because not necessarily it's because they haven't forgiven you, but it also could just be because you as the person haven't showed them anything that you changed, or that you are working towards it, or that you really are forgiven, or that there's really any clear, I'm working towards this and I really see actions of it being working towards. Does that make sense to you? If I say that I'm sorry for, no, I can't think of nothing. If I say I'm sorry for having a conversation, being flirtatious with someone, I didn't mean to be that flirtatious with him. I didn't know I was doing it. I wasn't being intentional. There was no ill intent behind it. I'm going to work on making sure I not do that. Next time when I'm around him, or next time I'm around people, just men in general, I'll be very mindful of how I'm moving. And my man's going to see that I'm very mindful, because he's going to see the things that he asked me not to do, I'm not doing anymore. So that means that I'm reestablishing the trust, or reestablishing that thing that he said he bothered him. Anyway, so like I was saying, a lot of you guys are saying that I forgive with your mouth, but you haven't forgiven with your heart. And if you don't have true forgiveness in your heart, then you truly haven't forgiven. And a lot of times with life, with situations, with your relationships, with your business, with everything, you stay stuck in a position because God can't bless people who don't forgive. That's just the truth. Especially when you're a Christian, God cannot bless you when you don't forgive, because you are basically, in the Bible it says, how are you, oh my God, what's the exact, I don't know the exact scripture where it's at in the Bible, but I know it says, like, how are you basically placing blame or looking at your brother when you got when you got the plank in your own eye? Basically saying, you looking at them for the things that they've done to you, but you're not looking at what you did to them. You looking at what they're doing wrong, but you ain't looking at the wrong that you've done. So how dare you condemn them and make them feel wrong for what they've done, but you haven't looked at your own self and haven't corrected your own self. So when it comes to relationships and when it comes to forgiveness with people, when you're in a relationship with them, when you haven't forgiven them, it almost means like, I'm the victim in this and you should do this to me, and I didn't deserve this. But I also I'm gonna forgive you with my mouth, but I'm not gonna forgive you with my heart. Therefore, I'm gonna harbor this bitterness, this anger, this frustration. I'm gonna keep harboring this, and not only am I doing that, if I decide to stay in a relationship with this person while I'm harboring this bitterness, angerness, our relationship is staying stagnant. We're not getting any better. Our connection is staying disconnected, and that is a choice that you are choosing to make. You are choosing to stay in unforgiveness by using your mouth and saying you forgive, but in your heart you don't forgive. And if you cannot forgive with your heart, then that is not true forgiveness. And if you cannot forgive with your heart, then that is a person you need to get away from, because that's basically you saying that I'm just gonna keep it stuck, stagnant, and it's in this place. I'm being stuck stagnant in this place, and we're never going to get anywhere, but I still want to talk to you. You're not growing at all. You're not growing in connection. You're not reconnecting. It's not a place that you want to be in. So I really just want to get on here and just talk about that. And also, I'll be going live, talking about my topic on Thursday that I'm going live. I'll be talking about hidden hurts that toxic relationships cause. And a lot of that, unforgiveness that you have, it does come from just not knowing how to properly forgive, how to properly let go, how to properly heal, how to properly move forward. And I understand. But right now, if you find yourself in a situation where you want a relationship to work, where you wish that you guys could get reconnected, if you're finding your place, or if you're finding where you are single and you want to be in a relationship with someone but you just don't believe it's out there what you're looking for, then that's probably because you are still in unforgiveness of the things that you've gone through in the past, and you've lost hope on what's really out there and really out there for you. So that's also a level of unforgiveness that you have in your heart, and it's also a level of unhealed trauma that you're holding on to. So on Thursday, we're going to discuss going live. I'm going live talking about the hidden hurts that are caused when you're in a toxic relationship, and also starting February 8th, I'm launching the my Wise Wealthy Wife membership program. So the Wise Wealthy Wife membership program is for single women who are looking to be a wise wealthy wife. Basically, like, I want to have wisdom in this thing. I don't want to just be out here and just be married to anybody, but at the same time, I want to be wealthy, and wealthy doesn't just mean financial wealth. It means spiritual wealth. It means emotional wealth. It means financial wealth, of course. It means just abundance of things. What abundance means? It means joy. So join. You can join now, though. You don't have to wait till February 8th. February 8th is just when I'm going to go live with the first session. But you can join now, and there's multiple courses in there. I think it's 4 courses that you'll get that you can start watching right now. So if you go join the Wise Wealthy Wife program, the link is right here. I'll put the link in the comments or whatever, and I'll pin it. But join the Wise Wealthy Wife program. It starts February 8th, but in the meantime, there are 4 different courses that you can take that you'll have with that first payment that you make, that you'll have access to instantly. As soon as you make that first payment, you'll have access to it instantly. It's only $97 a month. That's nothing compared to what my coaching, my one-on-one coaching is. So you better take heed and get this $97 a month. But you'll have that. You'll have access to the courses in there before we do the live sessions, and I go live bi-weekly with you guys. I'll have homework for you guys, and we're gonna get to these wise wealthy wives, and we're gonna get the husbands that we desire. I'm gonna teach you how to just prepare for that, because it does take proper preparation. But again, this video is all about forgiveness and forgiving in your heart, and without you having forgiveness in your heart, then that is not true forgiveness. And you got a whole bunch of some of you have a whole bunch of unforgiveness just bottled up and just stuck up in there, and just a whole bunch of anger and frustration and unforgiveness, and it's literally keeping you stuck in every area of your life, not just in relationships. It's keeping you stuck in being able to operate properly in your business and in your calling for your life. It's keeping you stuck in how to operate in every area of your life. Like, really, unforgiveness hinders more than just relationships. It hinders a lot of things you do in your life. So just get that thing, check that thing, get it in order, learn how to forgive. I'm gonna go live every day up until Thursday. I mean, up until Thursday, obviously, for what I'm talking about for toxic relationships and trauma. Okay, I'm almost at my destination now. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I was trying to get out in my brain. I was trying to get it out of my mouth. Sometimes you have things here and it don't always come out here the proper way. So I hope I was able to get what needs to be done out of there, just to let you know how important forgiveness is, letting go, how important it is especially when you love someone, when you hold on to that forgiveness. I mean, when you hold on to that unforgiveness in your heart towards them, towards the things that they've done. Number one, it puts you in a space of just, I'm better and I don't have to, I've done wrong, but what you done is worse. And that's pride and ego. And the Bible says that pride comes before the fall. So you don't want to fall because of the unforgiveness that you have in your heart towards somebody. So I hope this helps you. I hope you take heed to what I'm saying. I'll be going live again every day. Join the Wise Wealthy Wife program now, $97 a month. That's nothing. Again, you guys enjoy, and peace and blessings to you. Bye.